What are you doing, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. One of the things that we like to follow are the local trends for the sweet treats that go on here. I mean, one of the things we love to do is just get dessert pretty much anywhere. And we've kind of been monitoring the situation regarding this Cookie Therapy Albany. So on Instagram, there's been a pretty big buzz going around. And I'll link their Instagram. It's Cookie Therapy ALB, all one word, no spaces. They started right around the start of the social isolation in New York State due to coronavirus. It's really blown up. I started seeing people getting cookies from them probably early March, maybe even late February. I think I might have seen somebody getting some of the prototypes, some of the people I follow, since I follow a lot of local restaurant people or people who follow the restaurant scene. We've been seeing these things, and they've even turned it into a situation where now they have like these hike drops every week. And last week we were able to actually get in on one of these drops, and they had sold out, I think, within 4 minutes in the drop that we had purchased our stuff from. So we got a box of their cookies. Cassie actually went to pick them up yesterday. So we're gonna taste them, and we're gonna highlight what we like about them. We're gonna explain what they are, if we could figure it out, if they're not labeled. We haven't opened the box. We haven't looked at anything. We want to try these. We're gonna give them a fair shot, and see how they are. And we're gonna let you know. So here's the box. You got your nice little pink box here. It says Cookie Therapy, has their website on it. Share your cookies. If not in real life, at least on social media. Tag us in your story or post, let us know, and we'll send you a coupon code for your next order. And then it has kind of base ingredients and then a statement about allergens. So we're gonna pop this open and take a look at what we got. Looks like we got a note inside. To ensure optimal freshness, store in an airtight container and eat ASAP or freeze. Like a warm cookie, reheat in the oven for 2 to 3 minutes or microwave for 30 seconds. And then the sharing information, and it's written like a prescription. Is it subscription or prescription? And it's signed by a doctor named Cookie Therapy. Now, if you haven't checked out Cookie Therapy yet, what these are each of the cookies is a half a pound total. So they are pretty hefty beasts, and they're all filled with various pieces of grocery store type treats. Like I see one of them has an Oreo on it. Some of them have like birthday sprinkles. So we're gonna try all these right now, but we're not gonna eat the entire thing. Obviously, these are, between the two of us, this is 3 pounds of cookies. It's just not gonna happen. So got my knife, we're gonna cut into these, and there's no packing list, so we don't have a list of what everything is. But we're gonna do our best to kind of identify it based on what we taste. All right, we're gonna get started on the tastings. This one we think is my big fat New York cheesecake. We had to go to their website or Instagram. We're trying to cobble together all the resources we have, because I don't remember what all these are. There've been a lot of pictures they posted lately. We'll cut into it. Oh yeah, that's definitely cheesecake inside of there. You can see there's some New York cheesecake inside. All right, so we're going in. So the cookie outside is fairly neutral. There's not much going on in terms of complex flavors. It's a cookie, it's a very moist cookie, but really the star is what's inside in the icing. And it's definitely a lot of cheesecake flavor, very cheesecake forward, which is not a bad thing at all. That's delicious. The one thing I'll say is that because it's such a moist cheesecake, it kind of dampened the cookie around it. So it almost tastes a little bit like a raw cookie dough, which isn't to say a bad thing, because people love raw cookie dough, including myself. It kind of takes away from the integrity just in terms of being able to handle it. Next up, we have what we think, based on process of elimination, is better together.
Yeah, semi-sweet PB and white chocolate chips.
So let's cut into it. This one is a fair bit more brittle, and you can see there's just a bunch of chips inside. I mean, I guess it is kind of doughy inside. Cassie probably is right on that. This one, you can kind of tell that the dough melded with the chocolate a little bit. Pretty heavy on white chocolate, which a lot of people may not be a fan of, but I like it. I think it's good. Can definitely taste the peanut butter. Oh, very peanut buttery. Like this one a lot. Next up we have the Lulu, which the facade of it has sprinkles. It's the only one in there it's like that.
It's white chocolate chips, frosted animal cookies, and sprinkles.
So you can kind of see the frosting from the animal cookies kind of sinking to the bottom of it. So this, I guess, is gonna taste kind of like a sugar cookie. Birthday cake cookie.
Birthday cake is not a flavor.
It is to me.
It's not a flavor.
It tastes a lot like just a sugar, straight up sugar cookie. I don't really get a lot of the animal crackers. I get kind of the spots where there's icing. You know what this
tastes more like a Teddy Graham.
You know what this reminds me of? You know those Lenny and Larry's protein cookies I used to get?
Oh.
That tastes like almost exactly like it. All right, we're halfway done here. Be sure to leave a like on this video down below. Click that thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel. Comment down below if you've tried these cookie therapy cookies or if it's something that you want to try. And make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Click that notification bell to get notified when new videos are posted. I think next we're gonna try this one that's all chocolate. There's scratch-made buttercream, dark chocolate chips, icing, homemade icing. So let's give that one a shot. Now this is the one, the cookie definitely is different. This is a darker cookie. There's obviously cocoa in the cookie. So this one here is like basically fudge inside. That must be the frosting. Very fudgy, almost like a brownie, like a brittle cookie brownie, a brookie. If you mix a cookie with cake, wouldn't you call it a cakey?
What?
This one is probably our least favorite. All right, next we're gonna try this Pour Some Brown Sugar on Me cookie, which has cinnamon raisin Pop Tart cookies. Wait,
No,
cinnamon Pop Tart, cinnamon brown
brown
sugar,
cinnamon Pop Tart cereal, brown sugar cinnamon Pop Tarts, brown sugar cinnamon filling.
Okay, this is the tallest one of them all. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna say it. This one's a little weird. You know what it is? The Pop Tart kind of like it just basically melted into it and just is in there like it's like flimsy in there. It tastes fine. It's just not a great texture for something. But the flavor of the cinnamon brown sugar Pop Tart, they nailed it with that. It tastes exactly like that. We're up to the last one, which is just called Oreo. It's got an Oreo cookie embedded in it, and it said crushed up Oreos inside and white chocolate chips. So let's try our Oreo, whoops. So this one's good. I'm never a fan of when you put Oreos into something that's kind of moist because by the end of it, the Oreo kind of like drains out the integrity of the crunchy, crispy Oreo. The flavor is amazing. It tastes like an Oreo cookie. I don't know that I love the white chocolate in this one. I kind of can go without it, to be honest with you. I feel like it could be an Oreo cookie just by itself. Super moist, super tasty. That was a lot of cookies. So in terms of the one that I think I like the most, and I think Cassie and I were just going over this, the Better Together one seemed to be the most outstanding. I think just because it has that kind of peanut butter kick to it, it's kind of an assertive flavor. Everything else, with the exception of the cheesecake, had kind of a mild flavor that didn't really stand out above what else was in there. I would definitely get that Better Together, and even the cherry cheesecake, whatever it's called. Those were definitely
My big fat New York cheesecake.
My big fat New York cheesecake wedding cookie. That was a good one. The others, I think we're kind of on the fence about. To be honest with you, all were good. I think the cereal in the brown sugar one, it ends up being a little chewy, which is opposite to the texture of what you have with the rest of the cookie. The other factor I want to talk about here that is hard for me to deal with, and this is coming from somebody who, you know, I'll camp out on the websites when new Jordans and new Yeezys release, and it stresses me out. The hype behind this type of stuff, where you got to get on at a certain time and the orders sell out quickly. I mean, and the hype is growing for this. I'm sure this week they're going to sell out in even less time if they're making the same amount of orders, just because, you know, more and more people keep buying it and more people keep posting about it. So the buzz is definitely out there, which I think is great. Don't get me wrong, but like I just can't take that high blood pressure. You know, trying to get on there and get a slot, then you put in your credit card and it errors out. I got enough of that trying to get my sneakers. I think it's really cool for these businesses to kind of blossom out of the situation that we're currently in. I think, you know, the hype was probably aided by a lot of that, just because people are at home, they're on social media a lot more, and things like this are getting shared a lot more than it normally would, which I think is awesome. You know, I think at the beginning they were cooking at their homes, and then they moved to kind of a commercial kitchen. which, you know, to watch the progression, that's an amazing story. That's definitely, it was worth a try, and I'm sure that down the line, we'll probably get these again. Maybe not these particular flavors, but definitely open to trying a lot of different stuff. So definitely gonna check this out again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We really enjoyed our cookies. Be sure to check out some of these other videos that are popping up here on the screen if you like this video. I hope you have an amazing day.